Hello, dolls. I just finished this book, Coming of Age in Mississippi, and it was so good. This was actually a really good book. A really good book. It was just telling me about in Mississippi, how it was to be brown in Mississippi in like 1950s, 1940s, and then also in New Orleans. It just shows like the different movements and how it was and how bloody it was back in that time. I don't think we understand how, we know of the history. We as brown people know of the history, but we don't know everything and how in-depth it was and how bad it actually was to be brown in that time. And it's like crazy. It's crazy how it still happens today, how things like this still happen today. It's a really good book, though. This is the book. It's crazy how it was, how it's actually scary to think about it. And it's crazy to think how far as African American we have came in America. And we still got long ways to go. But it's just crazy to think from where we began to where we are now as of today. It's insane. But I'm glad because it's like in this book, this is what they wanted. In 1950s, 1960s, this is what they did sit-ins for. This is what they got beat for. This is what they got harassed for. So we can go into a restaurant and sit with the white folks, so we can vote equally, so we can have the same education, same opportunities. And even though, yes, we do in a sense, but we're still not all the way free as brown folks. I say brown folks, I'm saying this again, but I say brown folks because my skin is brown. My skin is brown. So when you see me, I want you to actually see me. I want you to see my brown skin instead of just seeing what you think I am. Look at my skin, and my skin is brown, and I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of my brown skin. To be a brown lady in America is like being an ant in a world of humans. To be a brown lady in America is like being an ant in a world of humans. And it's just crazy. But yeah, 10 out of 10, I recommend this book. I just finished reading it. It's called Coming of Age in Mississippi, the classic autobiography of growing up poor and black in the rural South by Ann Moody. Miss Ann Moody, thank you. Miss Ann Moody, thank you. It's crazy. But yeah. But now that we finished this book, it is time to pick another book. It is time to pick another book. So let's see what we got. So we have either Amy Poster, Yes Please. We have Double Blind, or we have 12 Years as a Slave. Or else I have Judy Moody Saves the World. We're gonna read this one next. Yes, please. We got this one from Dollar Tree. Oh, I'm excited for when it's time for me to go to the bookstore. But we got this one for now. I'm not going to start it tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Well, it is tomorrow, so I'm going to probably start it when I wake up. So, yeah. This is our next book. I really do enjoy. It's crazy. I enjoy reading so much because it's like you get out of your reality and go into a whole nother reality. And then when you choose a book, you choose this reality you can go to. So when you're reading that book, everything around you disappears and you put yourself as the character in that book. And it's great. And reading is so fundamental. I say this, and I need to work it on myself with that, because like even certain stuff I don't read. And it's like, okay, well, if I would have read that, then this wouldn't have happened. You know, if I would have read, this wouldn't have happened in a sense. It's just like little things, like a dye. Like, for example, my dye had exploded everywhere. It was the bleach dye, because I didn't know that you're not supposed to keep the cap on because it can get hot. But if I would have read the bottle or read the box, it wouldn't have did that, because I would have read it. And I would have known, because reading is very fundamental. So, yeah. Confessions of a Bookworm. Yeah, this might be its own damn video or something. But yeah, I really do enjoy reading. I think reading has always been my outlet. Like, it's always been my, okay, if I want to get away from a while, I can go pick up a book, or I can go find a book on my phone and read, and I can forget about the world around me. I think it has always been my outlet, and I think it still is an outlet for me. And it's like, you can literally get knowledge from any book you read. You can literally get knowledge from any book you read. Like, for me, it's like, okay, I can get lessons on life from out of a book. I can learn a whole bunch of words that I do not know from out of a book. I can expand my vocabulary from out of a book. I can learn things about my history that I didn't know from out of a book. You can learn so much when reading. So much. And it is. And most people don't pick up a book anymore. A lot of people do not pick up a book, but then a lot of people do pick up a book, so I can't even say most people. But I think everyone should just at least read one book a month. Just find a book and read one book a month, and that's it. So boom, now you have read 12 books in a year. And out of those 12 books, I guarantee you have learned knowledge. They can go on for years. I guarantee you have learned infinite knowledge from reading 12 books out of a year. It's crazy. But yeah. This is probably going to be its own book, and it's probably going to be Confessions of a Bookworm. That's going to be the title. Its own video for Vlogmas. And it's probably going to be Confessions of a Bookworm, because these are some of my confessions when reading, or why I read so much. So yeah, if you have sat here and watched this video, thank you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, because I was just talking this video, nothing. So I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I do appreciate it. And make sure you constantly tune in to Vlogmas.